My name is Ryan Graham, otherwise known as Doomsee, and I'm the captain of Team Infused Rocket League team. What I enjoy most about playing Rocket League is just the sheer competitive nature of it. I mean, like in anything, if you're good at something, you just keep playing and competing against people. It's just great fun to win or lose just playing, and yeah, it's enjoyable. My first competitive experience with Rocket League was way back in the day when Rocket League was released, and there was ESL tournaments every Sunday. It was basically 2 or 3 teams in each region that were remotely good at the game because they had played the first game, the prequel. So basically you just decimate every single team up until the finals, and then it'd be like Team Rocket versus Team WiIIiam, or Team Rocket versus Swarm, and it was basically just 20-0ing everyone up until the finals. It was good fun. So warming up for Rocket League is quite straightforward. I think it's different for everyone, but for me it's just basically doing free play and just hitting, you know, shots off the wall, dribbles, and just getting used to the ball control. But for me, it takes like 2 hours to warm up. I will then just do ranks and keep playing, and I'll get better and better as it goes on. So one of my favorite memories has to be back in season 2 of our LCS when I played with Supersonic Avengers. I think we were reunited at the time, alongside Lamp and Snasky. We were about to qualify for the World Championships in season 1, but we had to play Flipside and we had to play WiIIiam Girls, and we had to beat them both. We were the complete underdogs, but we ended up beating Flipside 4-3, I think, in the final game, and it was very close, and we just absolutely lost our minds and started screaming down the mics, and it was, I don't know, it was just an amazing time, an amazing experience.
Right now, Flipside, is this gonna drop? That's gonna be a Supersonic! Takes it against Flipside! They still have a chance to move on to the live finals. This is nuts!
Winning a game and how it feels depends heavily on its significance. If it's just like any other win that you do quite a lot, it's nice, but you know, it's not like thrilling and exhilarating. But when it's the more important games, like some of the most important games in my career, when I've won that, I've just gone ballistic and just screamed. Like I don't usually scream when I play the game, but then it just comes out of you. Like you see the most quiet people just scream because they've just absolutely loved what's happened, and yeah, it's just a terrific feeling. And when you lose a game, it's, especially an important one, it's kind of disheartening. Especially if it's really close and you lose, it's like you just keep questioning, like, oh, if I just did something a little bit different, we could have won and like changed everything, you know. Because the amount of times, every game, you're always going to probably miss something or kick yourself about it. So it's absolute killer. But I think as you do it, you kind of just roll with the punches and treat it as like, okay, this is an experience I'm learning from, and you just got to lose and lose and then get better and better from it, really. So esports is a funny thing because I had no interest in esports before Rocket League whatsoever. But then Rocket League came out and I started obviously getting invested more in the esports side of things. I still don't really, I don't watch any other esports, but I still like understand the workings of esports more, and I get involved more in the community with it. And yeah, it's just like, it's a new world, and I feel it's something that I feel a part of now. Like there are other aspects of my life where I probably feel a bit like, yeah, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I'm not really fitting in, you know what I mean? I'm not really there. But with esports, I feel like I've actually found a home. If you don't watch esports, if you haven't even heard of it, just give it a try. Like if you like gaming, watch some esports and see what you think of it. It's very, I mean, it depends very much on what esport it is, because you can like one and absolutely hate another one. So you just got to browse around and see what you like. It's not for everyone, but millions and millions of people watch it, so obviously there's something there. Like there's something addictive about watching someone just be really good at something, regardless of what it is. Back in my uni days, I told my housemate this. I said, you know, it's really annoying that Battle Cars isn't a massive esport, because I'd be loaded right now, because I'm like one of the world's best players. And then like a few months later, its sequel, Rocket League, got announced. And I was like, okay. And it was massive. So I was like, okay. And I was really good at it. So I was like, okay. So I technically, yes, I always expected this to happen if the game that I was really good at blew up, or a sequel that was the same came across. I actually didn't think a sequel would come out, but when it was announced, it blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, yes. I'm definitely not a top player in Europe. I'm a top player in the UK, but the UK is a very good scene. I generally think it's probably the best country in the world for Rocket League. I mean, it's, in terms of total earnings, it's second, only behind the US. So my aim with Rocket League is always to just try to push myself to play. It's really hard to, like, esports lifestyles are insanely hard because you're just having to play all the time, and that's something I've really struggled with. I don't want to stop unless I know I've tried my absolute best. So I'm going to keep like trying and go back to my glory days, should I say. I definitely am well up for being like an analyst on the desk or a caster or something, because I think I can add a lot to the community by doing that, because I think I know quite a lot about the game that I can add.